All praises to the highest, Yashar'al, the wonderful son of Emiel, of Mashiach of Nazareth, and the Ruach Hadash. Okay, this is part 3 of the keys to Revelation 6 through 20. I'm going to be reading 6:5 and 6:6 and see what I can see here. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, "Come and see." And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, "A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine." Okay, so as we see in the first 4 verses of chapter 6 of Revelations, right? The first horse would be apostasy. So that would indicate the church. The church, right? So the second horse is war, so that would indicate the military. And this, the black horse would indicate famine, okay? But then it also shows that the marketplace is involved in this particular governing that is happening here, the wicked governing, okay? All right, so that's what we're looking at here is the commerce and how it's oppressive as well. So, okay, we open up the third seal. Now, one thing that I failed to mention in the first 2 parts is that people who are dedicated to the reality and dedicated to the Holy Scriptures, which are always true, and things of this nature, right? And have dedicated themselves to the wonderful Son and the Holy Spirit, and the perfection, the maturity, getting to maturity. Holy maturity, God's type of maturity, not man's maturity. Okay, these people are influencing people with influence around the world, money and power, the leaders of the earth, right? Because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So in order to usher in the kingdom that Yah has established and reserved as an inheritance for Israelites, and whomever becomes compassionate enough to accept them, as you see in the first 2 verses, they were rejected. So the whole earth rejected them. They also forgot who they were, and then as Israelites come to bethink themselves and remember who they are, they're still being rejected for the most part. But there's still a countless number of people who do accept Israelites and will accept Israelites in the future. So what I'm saying is that the people who know these things, and it's clearly the baton that has been handed down from the apostles throughout all these years. Okay, the apostles of Mashiach who followed the Mashiach were charged with setting up his congregation on earth. Okay, so in order to do that, they have to gain people. They have to win the hearts and minds of the people. So everybody, majority of people are wicked, and so what they do is try to convert their hearts to become unwicked, and the ones who stay wicked, they influence them to fulfill the prophecies that are written in the Bible. Okay, so all this time, that type of mechanism has been in place in order to bring the kingdom of heaven on earth, the paradise or the utopia, however you want to describe it. So That's what I'm seeing with the seals, and the seals are discussing dedicated people from the time of the apostles who uh, win the hearts and the minds of the people through honesty, patience, the patience of the saints, and things of that nature. In order, and then so they influence or uh, wicked people to do certain things that are written in the Bible, so that all the prophecies can be fulfilled and Hamashiach will return to earth. Okay, so in this third seal, the third beast said, "Come and see," and I beheld a black horse. Okay. And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. Okay, so as we see, you can think of the court system, which is the progenitor of commerce. So that's what you see here, and I can't put a direct face on who this person would be. I guess I wouldn't know enough about history to know who the architects of commerce were in the past. So if anyone knows, you can fill me in on that. Okay, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts. Okay, as we know, the four beasts are representative of the four beasts of Daniel, which is a shadow of this prophecy, because the book of Daniel has already happened. So when it comes to Revelations, the reiteration of the beasts, the kingdoms are still existent on the earth. So the four beasts are the four kingdoms: the griffin, the bear, the leopard, and another beast, another animal. Okay, they're representative of the four main ancient kingdoms that were wicked kingdoms. And okay, so, and I heard a voice in the midst of the beast say, "A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine." Okay, so clearly a measure of wheat, which is what is that? We don't know what the measure is. Okay, so but clearly what the point of that passage is that the architects of wicked commerce, what they do is they use imbalanced scales, which is against Torah. Torah teaches us to use balanced scales so that we will not disenfranchise anybody of something of value. Okay, so if I have a pair of Jordans here that is created for $5, and I sell it for $150, then that scale is imbalanced. Now, when you create something for $5, you have to add in labor, you have to add in transportation costs and distribution costs and advertising costs and all these things. Now, that would drive the price of the Jordans up to $25 a piece, but you're still selling it for $150. Okay, so now your scale is still unbalanced. So that's what we see here in verse 6, is that the measure of wheat is for a penny, and the 3 measures of barley is still for a penny. So they're disenfranchising people, and since they cannot, since they are buying all the wheat and barley, which is, it could possibly be other agriculture and livestock as well that are not mentioned here. I doubt it, but I mean that you can infer that. but I trust the record as it's written. And so they bought all these things, um, and the fields that grow in, and the good farming lands and things like this, and then they bought it for a penny and then sell it for 100 times that, sell it for $1. You see, so that's what we see there. And then it says, "See thou not hurt the oil and the wine." Okay, so that insinuates to me that the wine was taken for their own purposes. So, instead of redistributing the oil and wine, they use it for themselves. Okay, I'll be back in part 4.